So today we'll start the chapter coal and petroleum. Now one table is given here. You have to identify the source of energy. I hope it's very easy. You can do it. For cooking, running a car or different vehicles, burning a candle and all. So which source of energy you require. So types of fuel and their characteristics. All of you know that we need fuel to the different work. We need fuel for the various modes of transport, to run the machineries, for cooking and all. So we get it from different sources. Mainly we get the fuels from the fossils, and they are known as the fossil fuels. So the different sources include coal, petroleum and natural gases. So these resources took millions of years. It's written take, but it should be took. So these sources took millions of years to form, and they are limited. They are also known as fossil fuels. So animal also need different sources of energy to survive and sustain. And we human beings, we require energy to carry our various activities. So the food we eat provide us energy to carry out these activities. So in lower classes you have read about natural resources. So what are natural resources? The resources which we get from nature, and that mainly includes water, air, soil and minerals. So we can define fuel as a material that can be made to react with other materials to generate heat and energy. Now what are the characteristics of a good fuel? Generally at our homes we used mainly LPG. So a good fuel should have the following characteristics. So first one is it should have a high calorific value. Now what is calorific value? Calorific value is defined as the amount of energy produced in kilojoule. So kilojoule is the unit. Now when 1 kilogram of fuel is burned, the unit of calorific value is kilojoule per kg. Its ignition temperature should be easily achievable. What is ignition temperature? Minimum temperature at which a substance starts burning. It should not undergo explosion on burning. It should be easily transported. It should be cheap and available, and it should not cause pollution on burning. So we'll study it later on. Now main is renewable and non-renewable resources. Now natural resources, they are divided into two main categories, that is renewable natural resources and non-renewable natural resources. Now what are renewable resources? Renewable natural resources which are present in abundance, as the word renew means that once you have used, you can again recycle and use it again. So they are known as renewable resources. And non-renewable, as the word says, it cannot be renewed again and again. So natural resources like air, water and sunlight, which are present in abundance in nature, they are known as renewable natural resources. We can recycle and reuse them. Non-renewable natural resources, they are limited amount. They cannot be replenished and they become exhausted. So examples are coal, petroleum, etc. Now you can see two pictures are given here. One is of renewable energy, second is of non-renewable energy. So first one, renewable energy, you can see biomass, solar energy, then geothermal energy. So these even wind energy, all these they are used for producing energy. Non-renewable, nuclear, coal, oil, natural gas and all. So these are used. So these are the different sources of energy. So checkpoint is given here. You will do it. Water fuels, you can define water fuels. Second is you have to give example of renewable source, and third non-renewable source. So we'll continue in the next class. Thank you.